We all know them from those cute, fluffy videos on the internet. Sea otters holding hands, smiling dolphins, or sleepy koalas. But the other side of the coin is filled with dark secrets. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are exposing the brutal reality behind these popular animals and revealing their dark side. Especially after the number 3. You will never look at them the same way again. Let's get into it. Number 7. The sea otter. We all know them from those viral videos where they hold hands while sleeping to avoid drifting apart. They look like the definition of pure innocence, right? Well, behind those cute, boncuck eyes lies one of the most ruthless and disturbing predators in the animal kingdom. Don't let their fluffy fur fool you. Sea otters have incredibly powerful jaws, engineered to crush heavy clamshells with ease. And they don't just use this power for shellfish. Giant river otters are highly territorial and aggressive. They regularly attack, kill, and eat caimans, large anacondas, and even small sharks without hesitation. But their brutality goes far beyond hunting. Sea otters are master manipulators and blackmailers. Male otters are known to kidnap other animals' pups, holding them underwater as hostages, refusing to release them until the mother surrenders her freshly caught food. Even darker, their mating rituals are so violent that males often bite the females' noses off, frequently leading to fatal infections. They have to eat constantly, which turns them into non-stop killing machines. They look like angels, but they live like complete villains. So, do you still think they are innocent? Let's find out who is waiting at number 6. Number 6, the swan. Widely known as the ultimate symbol of elegance, romance, and peace. They glide gracefully on the water, looking completely harmless. But don't let their beauty fool you. Swans are actually the undisputed gangsters of the lakes. Swans are extremely territorial and possess a furious temper. When anyone, including humans, kayakers, or dogs, gets too close to their nests, they launch a brutal attack. They don't just bite, they use their massive body weight to pin their targets underwater, actively trying to drown them. There are multiple documented cases of swans causing kayakers to capsize and drowning people. With a wingspan reaching up to 2.5 meters, their powerful wing muscles can deliver blows strong enough to bruise your body or even break bones. They look like a fairy tale creature, but they act like a nightclub bouncer. So, still think they are romantic? Let's see who is hiding at number 5. Number 5, the deer. We all remember them from the fairy tales we listened to as kids, or as the gentle, innocent Bambi gracefully gliding through the forest. They are the universal symbol of peaceful wildlife, looking like they wouldn't even hurt a fly, right? Well, forget everything you learned in those childhood stories. Science has a very dark, disturbing secret about these animals. Deers are actually opportunistic carnivores. Don't let those big, emotional eyes fool you. When their bodies run low on essential minerals like calcium, phosphorus, or sodium, deers completely abandon their vegan diet. Biologists have caught them on hidden cameras raiding bird nests in the dead of night. They don't just step on them. They casually chew on live, screaming baby birds, breaking their bones, and swallowing eggs whole for a quick protein fix. It gets even creepier. In a famous forensic science study, researchers left a human corpse in the woods to study decomposition. The cameras captured a wild deer approaching the body, not to investigate, but to aggressively gnaw on the human ribs to suck out the calcium. They are driven by a desperate hunger for bone and meat. So, the next time you see a cute deer in the woods, remember, they aren't just looking for berries or grass. If they are low on minerals, they might be looking for meat. Now, brace yourselves, because at number 4, we're looking at the ultimate king of fake cuteness. Number 4. The slow loris. You've definitely seen them in those viral heart-melting videos on social media, holding tiny umbrellas or raising their arms to be tickled with huge, innocent anime eyes. They look like the ultimate harmless plush toy you just want to cuddle. But behind that heartbreaking cuteness lies a terrifying truth. The slow loris is actually a biological weapon. They are the only venomous primates on Earth. Underneath their elbows, they have hidden glands that secrete a toxic fluid. When threatened, the loris licks its elbow, mixing the toxin with its saliva to create a lethal bite. And that famous internet video where they raise their arms, they aren't enjoying being tickled. They are terrified, trying to access the venom glands on their elbows to prepare a deadly counterattack against the human. A single bite from this cute creature delivers a flesh-rotting venom that can trigger severe anaphylactic shock, capable of killing a human in a matter of minutes. They are cute, but they are literally toxic. Now, speaking of toxic behavior, let's dive into number 3, where we meet the cruelest, most smiling mafia bosses of the ocean. Number 3. The dolphin. We've reached the animal that will completely change how you look at nature. Widely celebrated as the smartest, friendliest, and most playful creatures of the ocean. We see them healing sick children or saving swimmers from sharks. But underneath that permanent, innocent smile lies a calculated, dark, and highly sadistic mind. Unlike most animals that kill only for food, dolphins are known to torture and kill other marine life purely for entertainment. They form aggressive male gangs to hunt down baby porpoises, a smaller cousin of theirs, not to eat them, but to use their helpless bodies as literal footballs, tossing them in the air until they die of internal bleeding. Even wilder, dolphins intentionally catch toxic pufferfish and gently bite them to release small amounts of nerve toxins, using the poison to literally get high and pass the fish around to their buddies like a joint. Their social behavior gets even darker. Male dolphins form alliances to kidnap females, keeping them isolated and terrorizing them for weeks. If a female has a pup from another male, the gang will commit infanticide, brutally killing the baby, just so the female becomes available again. They are the true, undisputed mafia of the ocean. So, do you still find that smile cute? Now, let's move to number 2 and head back to the trees for a creature you thought was just a sleepy teddy bear. Number 2. The koala. The ultimate symbol of laziness and cute wildlife. We all picture them hugging trees, sleeping up to 20 hours a day like living teddy bears. But why do they sleep so much? Well, because they made a terrible evolutionary trade. They literally sacrificed their brains to digest toxic eucalyptus leaves. Koalas have the smoothest, smallest brains relative to their body size among mammals. They look so fragile and harmless. But behind that sleepy, clueless face lies a shockingly dark and disturbing reality. First of all, forget that cute image when they get angry. During mating season or brutal territorial fights, koalas don't make cute noises. They produce a terrifying, deep, demonic roar that sounds like a bloodthirsty monster from a horror movie. But their real dark secret is biological. In the wild, up to 90% of the koala population in some areas suffers from a severe, highly contagious strain of chlamydia, causing painful blindness and making them biological ticking time bombs. It gets even grosser. Because those eucalyptus leaves are highly toxic and impossible for a baby to digest, koala mothers have to feed their young a special green slime called pap, which is literally the mother's own runny diarrhea. The baby has to eat this directly from the mother's anus for weeks just to survive. They look like angels, but their lifestyle is pure horror. So, still think they are cute? Now, get ready, because we finally made it to number 1. The absolute darkest, most scandalous secret in the entire animal kingdom. And finally, at the absolute peak of our list, number 1, the penguin. The undisputed global king of fake innocence. Pop culture, Hollywood, and animated movies have deeply conditioned us to see penguins as clumsy, loyal, and incredibly romantic creatures who mate for life and search the icy shores for the perfect pebble to propose to their partners. They look like tiny, well-dressed, polite gentlemen of the frozen desert. But beneath that adorable, waddling disguise lies a biological reality so dark, chaotic, and deeply twisted that scientists literally hid the truth from the world for over a century. In the early 1900s, British biologist George Murray Levick studied Adelie penguins in Antarctica. He was so utterly traumatized by their sexual and social depravity that he officially published his reports in Greek code, so only educated elite men could read it, and the government strictly banned it from the public to protect human morality. In reality, penguins operate on a brutal black market. Prostitution is rampant. Female penguins will routinely cheat on their partners, trading sexual favors with single neighborhood males just to steal a single pebble for their nests. Some clever females even flirt and trick the males, stealing the rock and running away without fulfilling their end of the bargain. It gets much worse. Penguins are terrifyingly selfish. When a flock stands at the edge of an icy cliff, terrified of killer whales or leopard seals waiting in the freezing water, they don't dive together. Instead, they form a crowd and actively push one unlucky penguin off the edge as a live sacrifice. They wait and watch. If their comrade gets violently torn into pieces, they know it's unsafe and walk away. Their cruelty extends to their own kind, too. If an emperor penguin mother loses her chick to the freezing cold, she doesn't just mourn. Driven by grief, she will aggressively raid other families to kidnap a living baby. Tragically, a gang of mourning mothers will often fight so violently over the stolen chick that they accidentally crush and trample the baby to death on the ice. They aren't the cute, loyal dancers from the movies. They are the ruthless, chaotic, and lawless survivors of the frozen ends of the earth. So, the next time you see a cute penguin cartoon, remember the dark, cold secrets buried deep beneath the Antarctic ice. Nature is breathtakingly beautiful, but it is never, ever innocent. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next dark chapter of our world.